All right, welcome back to my channel, Carl Explorers. Actually, this is the second day here in the Philippines. Got here yesterday, and with the jet lag and all, we were just resting, and for us time to actually go walk in the neighborhood. So we're gonna go do a little walkthrough video and see what has changed from the last time I did this. All right, let's go. All right, so we are in Spring Heights 2, Filinvest 2 in Quezon City. All right, got a house right here. Just beginning the walk. Check out the chickens, the roosters. They woke me up. Okay, it's all good. Roosters. Okay, so last time I was here in November, and this home right here was still being constructed. We're gonna take a look. It looks pretty nice. Looks pretty nice. Okay, check this out. Modern styling with the third level rooftop. I like that. Matter of fact, the contractor for this place actually did some work for our house. Didn't do any exterior modifications. We worked on windows, got new windows, similar to that, and kitchen cabinets. That's what they did. So, all right, looks very nice. Look at that. That is complete. Okay. Hearing the roosters. Okay. All right. Banana trees here. Okay, check that out. So it is 6:43 a.m. So I went out a little after 6:30 because it's gonna get hot. It's April. No, I'm sorry. It's March 27th. So Friday. Oh, check out this rooster here. So it will get hot later on. So I'm gonna go for a jog now. Get it out the way. Look at these big rooster here. Check that out. He's not even tied down. Okay. Out there free ranging. All right, so this house is under construction. So this is how they do things here. They use these hollow blocks. Okay. And then they finish the hollow block with cement, spread cement around it. And there's advertising of what it's gonna look like. There you go. There you go. Similar to the other home we just passed. Okay. Okay, all right. Let's continue walking. So this area here, this area of the street, when I left living here full time in 2019, this wasn't here yet. So this were just, an empty lot with a lot of bananas. And so they built this since I've been gone. Okay. So slowly these empty fields, empty lots are, going to be built on. Goats. Okay. I used to walk here when I lived here full time. Lived here full time for 3 years. So we bought our place in, I want to say 2016. Left in 2019. And, I'd walk, explore, get my morning exercise. Dogs. Okay, they are tied down. Ooh. Yeah. All right. Yeah, at least they were tied down, huh? Sometimes I will eventually run into dogs that are not leashed. You know, they're out here. So, okay. All right. So we're still in this, when I mentioned the lot, this little area here where there weren't that many houses. And so even this right here, you know, this is all new right over here. And then, okay, so in this lot, yeah, all of these is after 2019 when I left. So all of these were just bananas and whatever. You know, this is my landmark. This is the water tower, which is no longer functional. Okay. Yeah. Hey, goat. Hey, goat. So a little background. So this is still Quezon City, which is a part of Metro Manila. Okay. But we are on the outskirts of a province like San Mateo. So in those mountains there, that's San Mateo. And another part of that may be somewhere, which direction, but Marikina, which is still part of Metro Manila, is not too far from here. Here we go. This is under construction. This is 1, 2, 3 levels. Maybe a 4th level being a rooftop. Okay, check that out. Okay. So Filinvest 2 is a pretty big development. There's all these other subdivisions here, like Mountain View, for example. There's the actual, I want to say an actual Filinvest 2 subdivision. Yeah. Yeah, there's many villages that makes up Filinvest 2. Okay, all right, we are here. All right. Forgot to start my Strava. So I'm all good, 10 minutes behind. Okay. All right. There's more to explore in that direction, but I'm gonna run out of time, so we're gonna go in a different direction. So check these jackfruits out. Yeah. They get, I've seen jackfruits get maybe even 3 times as big as this. So these are definitely not ready. And we got mangoes. I love seeing the different trees here. The mangoes, avocados. I have avocado trees myself. That's growing. They have their little, they've flowering stage. So there's little bitty ones, and there's some maybe almost as big as my fist. But definitely not ready for harvesting. We were here in July of last year, and that's when they were ready for harvesting. Okay. All right. All right. Look at this one. This is should be a mango tree. Well, I wonder if I can notice any fruits, because the other tree not too far from here already had fruits. Okay, I don't notice any. Okay. Okay. Weird how that happened. Okay. Yeah, weird how some trees have already fruited. Oh, there they are. They're at the very top. The fruits. Towards the ground, the lower areas of the branches, there are, I didn't notice any, but at the very top over there, I do see fruits. Okay, not ripe yet. They're still green. Okay, wonder if I should. All right, I'll go in this direction. I could either go to the right, to the left. I'll go to the left. All right, I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit so uncover more ground. Okay. Nice looking tricycle right there. Nice and shiny. All right, there's some loose dogs straight ahead. So I think I'm gonna make a right here in Gardenia just to avoid the loose dogs. Yeah, they get territorial, so that's how they do things here in the Philippines. I'm sure there are laws that is illegal. So, but that's what they do. I see some laying on the ground here on the left. All right, see him? I see at least one. I've walked this before. There could be loose dogs there. I'm not gonna chance it. Let's go over here. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like is when I go for walks, I have to be mindful, not just the loose dogs, but also the landmines that they leave behind, the poo. To be mindful to step on them. Okay. Okay. Got some around here, some poo. Okay. This person must keep a ton of birds. Let me see if I can get a better look. See, they look like bird houses on the rooftop. Oh yeah, pigeons, I see them. Pigeons. I wonder if he has other ones. Because these sounds like, I can't make them out, but there's some housing over there for maybe a different type of bird. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna make my way to the clubhouse for the subdivision and check out that area because when we were here in October, November, right before even October, there was a lot of rain here. Caused, in some areas, caused a lot of flooding. And there's a riverbank that passes through. And there are retaining walls to those riverbanks where the clubhouse is. And the retaining walls collapsed, which made the soil for the surrounding lots that had houses unstable. They kind of moved, or kind of like an avalanche, they moved, right? The dirt, and it destroyed the homes. The foundations cracked the walls. So I'm gonna walk over there, see what it looks like now, if they've been rebuilt. Okay. 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 So that's a nice walk straight ahead too. I wonder if some other time. Okay, so we are approaching the clubhouse. So these blue walls, they're just roof shingles. You know, in Filipino they call them hierro. So they're blocking the view over there. So it's under construction. The clubhouse is right there. Okay, and from here, this is the river bank. I can see that these homes are still collapsed. Maybe haven't even been rebuilt, or if they can even do that. Okay, so here we are. So this one is, compromised. The one behind is compromised, and there's two more over there. We'll go in for a closer look. So these retaining walls, as you can see, collapsed, which made the land, kind of seep through the water there. Okay. Now this pink colored home, which is just right beside this one, is unaffected. So we are entering Spring Valley subdivision. Also, there's another place called Spring Country here. Okay, we are here. He's gonna make a right on Magnolia and we'll get a better sight of those collapsed homes. Really, you know, what a shame. What a shame. Just imagine what if there were, you know, people inside there when the land gave out, the homes kind of shifted, you know, it would have felt like an earthquake. You know, hopefully no one got hurt. Okay. So the pink home is to the right. So it looks like this lot, they're building a home right over here. So when this happened, they stopped construction and paused construction because it's not stable. But this home was finished, so that's a shame. So there's tarps here now. I don't recall the tarps being here when I was last here. Okay. Yeah, this one's compromised as well. So I'm sure from here, they're doing something to the land there. I saw a loose dog in front of that car, so I'm not gonna continue walking in that direction. I'm gonna walk back towards the clubhouse. Okay. Okay. You take a closer look over here. So this was the side that of the riverbank that had those houses compromised. This is directly in front of it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay. All right. Walk towards the clubhouse. See what's behind so behind the blue wall. There used to be our gymnasium, basketball court. Okay, and that was newly built around maybe 2018 because I was here for the grand opening of that. Unfortunately, that structure, the land was compromised. Okay, so here's what's left of it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it's temporarily closed. Basketball court, playground, and swimming pool. They are closed. So it seems like they've finished up this home right here. So last time I was here, this was still being not even halfway finished. So that's what she is now. All right, going for a closer look right in front of it. Okay, so what it looks like, 1, 2, 3 levels, and there's a little patio area up there, up top. Okay. Okay, let's keep it moving. Okay. So this home right here on my left has been for sale, at least when I was here last, maybe even last year, like June, July. It's still for sale now. Okay.
Necklace. Okay. Here, still hearing those roosters. Yeah, so let me take a look at this home. So it always piques my curiosity because this home right here, this was, how would we say it, developed. So this house was a similar house like we have, and they've knocked out some of the existing structure and just built it up. Looks very nice. So it's now one, two, at least 2 levels with a roof. Usually they go for a 3rd level, that's a rooftop. Just like the house, the second house to the right over there. 2nd level, then 3rd level has a type of rooftop.
Okay, I would love to do something like it to my home, but I'm only here, you know, last year, maybe 5 weeks last year. So just leave it alone. You have to check out their goods next, yeah? Some eateries. Okay. All right. Okay. Nothing. Okay, got some mangoes. Let's take a closer look. Pretty neat. I got a mango I planted last July. It's not that big yet, still a little baby. Okay. All right, made a quick full circle. So 22 minutes on my Strava. I started about 10 minutes late, forgot to click it. But yeah, wrapping it up. All right. All right, so I planted these 2 large avocados. Okay, and this started fruiting maybe three seasons ago, 3 years ago. Okay, so there are some fruits, small fruits, some large ones on in the middle of the tree. Okay, these are 2 different varieties. Okay, and this one here, the third one, it was actually in a pot for just as long as they were in a large pot, and decided to plant it last year. There was another tree in a pot that fell over while we were gone and died. So we decided to go ahead and plant this one. And then that's how she's looking. Okay. And I got another one here. Been here for a while too. They have these, we call them calamansi. Look at that. Look at that. Little citrus, kind of like a lemon. Okay. Got a few here. Definitely gonna snap them up. Okay. Got this. I think this is papaya in English. Papaya. Right here. Okay. So I mentioned I have a mango. So this is a mango variety called Queen's mango, which are huge fruits, and the skin stays green, doesn't turn yellow. Right here. Got this from a cousin of mine. She gave us like 2 or 3 mangoes, huge ones, and seeded two of the pits, and one here we go, became a seedling. And here, this was July right before we left, and I replanted it in October to this pot, bigger, so the roots can grow. Here she is. These right here are avocados. I mean, also avocado. Here's one there. Just cut it. Okay. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed my quick 30-minute tour. I'll definitely do another tour tomorrow, just explore the other areas, have more time. Okay, all right.